Hello everybody, this is Jean. Today I'm trying to catch up with some of Kylie's positivity cards. There are 3 altogether, but they're all quite simple, so I'm hoping it isn't too much for you to watch. So in this first card, where the topic is rest, I'm writing about the fact that I actually get plenty of physical rest. I get plenty of sleep. I don't have to rush about. But even when I'm at rest, my mind is absolutely never still. And so this card is meant to remind me that I need to rest my mind as much as I need to rest my body. I start as usual by gessoing the card. Then I've bought this new stencil, which is a stencil and a mask, and I'm going to try that out. I've got an idea and I'm hoping it's going to work. So I start by tracing the shape of the mask and the stencil on the page, just with an ordinary pencil. I'm now using watercolour pencils to colour in the shapes in the stencil, all in different bright colours. I have an idea in my head that this is going to represent my restless mind. And I use my water barrel brush to go over the colours and make them brighter. Next I'm going to use a piece of acetate and the mask. Well, this is alcohol inks. I can't remember the names of the colours. I think one's aqua, cloudy blue, and some other blue I can't remember. And I'm putting those onto acetate. It didn't work, so instead I used blue archival ink, which was much darker. Eventually I ended up applying it with one of those little round applicators. Off camera I attached the acetate to the card using a brad. And here I'm just going round the pattern on the coloured part of the card, just with a fine liner. Make it stand out a little bit more. And the idea is that I'm trying to calm my restless mind. So topic number 9 is balance, and I've already considered balance as part of self-care, balancing your mind and your body and your soul. I don't have a problem with work-life balance because I no longer work and I don't really have any dependents, so I don't have that problem. I'm really my own boss. But I do have problems with balance because I do have a bit of an addictive personality. Thankfully, I've never had problems with drugs or alcohol, but food can be a problem for me. But anything can. So Facebook, YouTube, and even making art can make me act in an addictive sort of way. So this card is meant to show moderation in all things. Not too much, not too little, but just enough. And a friend had been talking about this recently, mentioning the story of Goldilocks, where one bowl of porridge was too hot and one was too cold and one was just right. So I downloaded these pictures of bowls off the internet, and then I coloured them, the 3 of them separately, in different colours. And then I found this one napkin, which I think I must have had in Happy Meal, and it just looked like a tablecloth. So I stuck that down with Mod Podge. And then I stuck the bells in position, and I made the words on this little machine, just wrote too hot, too cold. just right, and then the word balance. And I went round them all with a fine liner, all the labels. I think I actually went round the bowls eventually as well. And then I went round the whole thing with quite a wide, thick Sharpie, just to finish it off. And there's my card on balance, very simple, but I think it'll remind me about what balance is for me. When I think about flow, I'm writing down that one thing leads to another. This has already been shown, as sometimes when I'm doing one of these prompts, I find it pops up again in the next topic. I did write some words about rivers and streams flowing into the sea, reaching their lowest point, the inevitability of that. And then I wrote no struggle. And then I realised that actually that flow is not always slow and gentle. Sometimes there are waterfalls. But the focus on my card is all about these topics running into each other, that you can never see things in isolation. So I start with some gesso on my craft mat, and I'm adding some pearlescent paints. It's a dark blue one and an aqua one, I think. And I mix them with the gesso, and then I mix them a little bit with each other and spread them all over the card. I think in my mind this was supposed to represent a river. And then when I'd done this, I took a credit card that I'd cut into shapes to make marks, flowing marks over the card. Now I forgot to show this next bit, I forgot to video it, but this is a stencil, and the bit on the right reminded me of a flow diagram. So I put this on my card and then I sprayed over it, and you don't see me do that. And then I printed out all the words that we've used so far in these cards, stuck them on the card, and then linked them and outlined each one in with a marker, fine liner. And they're all linked with little arrows. So that's my final card, a very simple one. I went round the outside with some dots, black dots, all the way around the outside. And in a moment you'll see all three cards, and then you'll see some close-ups. So I'll say thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Click the little bell if you want notifications for future videos. Share if you've got the facility for doing that. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.